If you could only see the precariousness of my camera setup, you would laugh. I've got it sitting in the sagebrush with a little attachment thing. So we'll see how it goes. So I've been posting some shorts on my Wisdom Keepers channel, and now I'm going to post a longer one. I've posted a couple of longer ones, so please go check those out. Give me feedback. If you don't like it, great. If you do like it, great. Somewhere in between. I'm so open to feedback. And today I have a few minutes before I pick up my kids, so I took a short hike, and I'm up in the sage and the aspens and the bushes up in Homestead. If you're familiar with Edwards, Colorado, there's some open space up here, and it's really beautiful. Found some chocolate, been enjoying that, and really want to get back to this topic of we can do hard things, resiliency, and getting to the core of our emotions. It all links back to many things. I have been doing breath work for years through Kundalini yoga, before that other types of yoga, inner power yoga, but Kundalini was the real hook, line, and sinker for me, because I had this teacher who did 1.5 hour classes, and the last 20 to 30 minutes was a sound bath, and it was just this powerful gong healing, and I would just cry through not just the gong healing. A lot of times the breath work brought it up. And then I went to Nicole Timmerman's class last Friday, and we did some breath work, and it just really, just hearing other people's experiences and experiencing my own, and going with a friend who had experiences as well, really enlightened me. And I'm just amazed how every time I'm so awestruck by how beautiful life is, and how beautiful the transmutation of negative energy into positive energy affects us all, and helps us with our overall ability to be well and to find the middle path. So here I am again, talking more in a way that feels authentic. And I just want you to know that these talks come up, and I want to share them. So please share with me what you're saying. Send me a private message on Instagram or YouTube, if that's possible, or comment. I want these wisdom talks to be collective. So if you want to join me and you are local or want to create a Zoom call around any of these topics, please reach out. Here's my precarious camera. I'm getting blown by the wind. And let's go back to this, getting to the core. So I started out in a video saying we can do hard things. The core of getting to the core. So it started out with this idea that I was painting this morning and doing something I'm not usually used to doing on the regular, but I'm good at it. I've done it before. It's not rocket science, but you do have to have some skill, which I have. And, I gain skills every time I do paint again, I prefer outdoor painting over detailed indoor painting, personally, just how I roll. However, the getting to the core, that's really what's sticking out. When we're doing anything, physical, mental, spiritual, getting to the core is essential, because it's like an emotion that comes up that we don't deal with, and that we slough off because we're too busy, or life is too full, or we simply want to ignore it, and we want to pacify or numb ourselves. And we're all human, so don't shame yourself for that. I would struggle to find a human being that doesn't do that on some level in their life, with work, with family, with anything. So really get to know yourself, get to that core. When we go to these emotions that we push away, start shining a light in those little dark corners of your soul, little dark corners of your mind and your spirit, and say, what is it I'm not telling myself? Or what is it that, I've hidden from myself? And get to the core. Scrape off the layers of paint so you get down to the core of the wood. You can release the the moisture from the wood and get to the core, sand down so that the next layer of the paint comes in. And what that means for the soul, the mind, the body, the spirit, is that you have to be honest, right? You have to be honest. And it's the anxieties that come up in our lives when we're pushing things aside, when we're not being honest with ourselves or others, that those anxieties and fears come up. It can be as simple as like, you're working as a teacher, but you know you really want to work in a restaurant. And maybe you want to be a sous chef or a chef, or you want to work through, you want to be in hospitality and you want to do like really amazing things and create beautiful things. Or you want to start your own restaurant, or maybe you don't. But whatever it is, it doesn't matter the thing. It could be the opposite, that you're working in restaurants and you really dislike it. And so you're putting yucky food in front of people, or maybe it's the food is good, but the energy behind it is bad. That's where inside of us, we start creating anxieties. Or, you know, your parents thought you needed to be a medical doctor in order to be successful, and you're doing it and you've gotten great grades and you've now become this doctor of 10 or 20 years. And now you know that that is not what you wanted to do, that you were not authentic in that you were doing it for somebody else. And now here you are making $150,000 a year, $200,000 a year, $300,000 a year, and you feel like, I should be happy. But then you realize that no matter the money that you make at starting a cupcake shop or becoming, you know, a mural painter or whatever it is, no matter the money that's there, you know that your heart would be happy no matter the pay cut you take. Okay, that's where humanity is coming to. This idea of happiness is not attached to one way, like, you know, earning $200,000 a year is not that what's going to fulfill you. At the end of the day, what's going to fulfill you is being and doing what your heart's desires are, right? I mean, how many people are like, I want to simplify, I want to have a smaller house, I want to move to a place that's less expensive because I want to do what I love. And if that means changing my location to afford it, that's what I'm going to do. Or staying in my location and simplifying, that's what I'm going to do. And that's really what's happening in the collective. I see it left and right. I see examples all around me, even of the super wealthy, that we live in a really interesting community where there's like the richest 1% all the way down to the lowest paid people. And I have a heart of compassion for that. I don't believe that there should be such a disparity in income. I really don't. I think we've got to spread the pool out and make this currency more in the current. You know, we need to start spending our money and putting it in the currency. Money's not meant to be stagnant. It's not meant to be hoarded. It's not meant to be kept in bank accounts. It's meant to be spread out. We're meant to find the middle path. We're meant to realize that no one needs to be making $1,000 an hour or $1 billion. Everyone needs to be out there seeing the value in the school teacher and knowing that the school teacher deserves as much as the doctor, lawyer, billionaire to thrive in our community. So do some research on that as well, please, if you're interested in this like I am. The income inequality gap is growing exponentially. The middle class is shrinking, and this is a problem. Look up Paul Tudor Jones. I've mentioned him here before. It is so important that as activists, as humans, as humanitarians, that we get out there and we feed the hungry and we house the homeless. But not just that we do that, that we start paying people more, that we start providing more jobs, and we think about capitalism in a very expansive and different way. Okay, we're going to do that. We are doing that. There are people that are concerned, and there are places to go. There are many resources. Paul Tudor Jones, look him up, check out his website, and just start doing some research on how to feed the homeless and how to feed the hungry. We have enough food and resources in this world to do that now. All of us do. Stop hoarding. We don't need 6 houses that sit empty. We don't need 12 bank accounts that are overflowing. We need what we need to survive. We need what we need to thrive. And then we need to roll that thriving over into others. So we can do hard things. And those hard things include minimizing your, let's say, for those that are extremely wealthy, let's say minimizing what you think you need and putting that money flow back into the flow, whether it means nonprofits or fueling good causes or looking where the best, most efficient dollars are going to feed the hungry and house the homeless. This is not an option anymore. We have to put it into this. We have to put it into the greed. We have to put it into the excessive wealth and the excessive poverty. We need to grow the middle class. We need to shrink the 1% needs to spend more money, and they need to have more money in the flow of the currency. And the people that are not earning enough need to be valued more. The people that are working at Walmart that are providing an amazing service, people working at gas stations providing an essential, amazing service need to be paid more. People working at restaurants need to be paid more. Teachers need to be paid more. And certain people need to be paid less. And I know y'all are out there gonna call me a socialist. I don't care what you call me. I don't care what the name is you attach to me, but the suffering has to stop. The war and the divide has to stop. And we need to act from a heart of compassion. I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts. It says weapon of mass compassion. I don't know if I love the word weapon, but I do think our heart is this place where we can act from with love and compassion. So let's do it. Get out there. We can do hard things. These are all easier than we think, but seem really hard. So let's do it. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Reach out to me, like I said. Comment all your negative comments because it'll help boost me. I don't care if you totally hate this. Please let me know you dislike it, or let me know that you love it, or let me know everything in between. Because do I have the answers? Hell no, I don't have all the answers. I do have ideas, and I do have the desire to collaborate. Okay, so let's collaborate. Let's get out there. Let's know that each one of our voices, each one of our souls can do these things. We can collaborate. We will collaborate. Give me all your feedback. Share this video, like, comment, subscribe. Become a wisdom keeper. Hold on to that wisdom. Much love. Sat Nam. Remember, Sat is truth. Nam is name. We all are truth. What we think and what we speak become our manifestations. So choose them wisely.